Welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. Today, I'm taking you somewhere completely different, somewhere chaotic, creative, surprising, and honestly, a little bit stressful. We are going behind the scenes of a real movie set. Yes, an entire day surrounded by cameras, lights, sound equipment, actors, directors, makeup artists, and that one guy who always holds a cup of coffee but never actually drinks it. So get comfortable, relax, and imagine the smell of warm studio lights and the sound of people shouting, "Quiet on set! Let's begin!" I arrive at the studio around 6. The sun is barely up. Movie people start their day early, too early. If you ask me, as I walk toward the entrance, a security guard stops me and says, "Morning, do you have your badge?" I pull out my visitor badge and he waves me in. Inside, everything feels alive. People are moving equipment, rolling carts filled with cables, adjusting giant lights and setting up props. Someone is shouting across the room, "Where is the backup battery pack?" Another person answers, "It's on the cart, check again." This is the first expression of the day, check again. It means look one more time. You probably missed it. I keep walking until I reach stage 4, where today's scene will be filmed. A production assistant greets me and says, "You're early, nice, let me show you around." We walk into the huge sound stage. It looks like a different world. On one side, there is a fake living room perfectly decorated for the film. On the other side, there is a giant green screen. And in the back, a makeup area with bright lights and chairs. The assistant explains, "This is the main set. Today we are shooting the argument scene." Then she hands me a pair of headphones and says, "Put these on if you want to listen to the dialogue live." Useful phrase. Shooting a scene. Recording a part of a movie. I walked around quietly, exploring, and the camera crew is setting up the huge camera on the track. One of them says, "Make sure the frame is clean." This means there is nothing unwanted in the shot. No water bottles, no people walking past, no random cables. Suddenly, someone calls out, "Makeup, we need makeup on set." A makeup artist rushes in carrying a small kit. She begins touching up the actor's face. Meanwhile, the sounds guy says, "Hold on, his mic is crooked." Oh, crooked. Hold on. Hold on means wait a moment, and crooked means not straight, out of position. The director walks in, calm, focused, wearing black clothes like every director in the universe, and she claps her hands and says, "Okay everyone, let's run a rehearsal." Rehearsal means practicing the scene before recording. So you can practice, and then act. During this rehearsal, the actors argue passionately, but without shouting, just practicing the movements, timing, and blocking. Blocking here means planning where each actor stands or moves during the scenes. When rehearsal ends, the director says, "Great, let's go for a take." The lights turn on, bright enough to make the whole room feel like daytime. The camera operator calls out, "Rolling," and the sound guy answers, "Speed." And finally the director says, "Action." And instantly the magic begins. The actor starts fighting loudly, fake fighting. They shout, interrupt each other, and slam the door dramatically, but halfway through, one actor forgets a line. He stops and says, "Oh, sorry, line." Someone off cameras reads the next sentence for him. He laughs, shakes his head, and says, "Okay, let's take it from the top." Let's take it from the top. So take something from the top means start again from the beginning. And you know what line is. Line is when an actor forgets their script. They do the scene again, this time much better. The director says, "Cut, that was solid. Let's try one more for safety." One more for safety means record an extra take just in case. Between takes, the crew adjusts lights, moves furniture, and checks the monitor. The director reviews the shot and says, "I need a tighter angle on his reaction." This means she wants the camera closer to capture the actor's facial expression more clearly. During a short break, I walked to the craft services table. Basically, the snack area. A woman there says, "Help yourself." So I grab a cup of coffee and a small muffin. As I eat, I overhear two crew members talking. "Did you bring the stand-in?" "Yeah, she's waiting outside." "A stand-in," she said. "Did you bring the stand-in?" A stand-in is a person who replaces the actor temporarily during lighting and camera adjustments. The stand-in walks in, she looks nothing like the actor, but she's the same height and has similar hair color. She stands in place while the lighting crew adjusts shadows and brightness. The director shouts across the room, "People, let's stay on a schedule." Useful phrase. Stay on a schedule means don't fall behind. Keep timing tight. Later, in the afternoon, we film a more emotional scene. The actor needs to cry. The whole room becomes quiet. The director says softly, "Whenever you're ready." This is the gentle way to give the actor space. The actor takes a deep breath and begins. The performance is powerful. When the director says cut, the entire room claps. After filming wraps, the assistant says, "That's a wrap." This is the official phrase, means the shoot is finished. That's a wrap. People start packing equipment, rolling cables, wrapping lights, and taking down the set pieces. The mood shifts from intense to relax. Someone turns on music, someone else finally drinks that coffee, and the crew starts joking around. As I leave the studio, the security guard at the gate says, "Long day, huh?" I smile and reply, "Yeah, but a good one." Before ending this episode, here are a few short practical phrases from the movie world you can use in real conversation. Useful expression from today's episode is here. Quiet on set. We are shooting the next scene. Take it from the top. One more for safety. Stay on schedule. That's a wrap. And you can read all of them with their Persian translation on my description. And thank you for joining me on this behind the scenes adventure. I hope you enjoyed this episode and learned new expressions while exploring the world of filmmaking. See you in the next episode and have a good day. Bye bye.